Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your love reading for the month of October 2018. This is going to be a general love reading for Sagittarius, and then if you want just more general about different areas of your life, you can check out the Sagittarius reading for the week, which has already been posted. And if you haven't already hit subscribe and hit notification, go ahead and do that, and you'll get a notification every week when the general readings are up for your sign. And I try once a week to also do a pick a card reading, so you'll get a notice when that is up as well. So let's go ahead and check out what's happening here for you all moving forward for the month of October in the area of love and romance for the sign of Sagittarius. I'm getting number 7 as I'm connecting here with your energy, Sagittarius. So this is telling you that you all need to be listening to your intuition as you're moving forward. If your gut is telling you something about an ex or about an existing relationship or just about your love life moving forward in the future, be sure that you're listening to that intuition. Listen to that gut feeling, okay? Because your angels and guides may be trying to tell you something or prepare you for something. So let's go ahead and see. I'm sorry, I know this is like a long shuffle, but I shuffle till it feels ready, and now it feels ready. Alright, so we're going to see what's coming up for Sagittarius for love for this month of October. Okay, my friends. Alright, and there's your outcome, which we will show you at the very end. And you have the chariot coming up. This is really interesting, guys, because as you can see, I'm only pulling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And a lot of the signs are getting major arcana cards in their readings. And so when major arcana comes up, especially in a love reading, it could be telling us that we're dealing with a soulmate situation. Because major arcana have to do with a life lesson, a big transition, getting on the right path. So, you know, when we have it coming up in a love reading, chances are you are dealing with a life lesson in love, something that you came here to master in the area of love. And so there's some kind of soulmate person who might be coming in to help you with this lesson. Overall, however, the chariot card is a card about picking a direction and like self-propelled movement. So like you're the one doing the work, you're the one moving forward. It's through your own power, it's through your own strength, and through your own drive and through your own direction. So you can't move on, you can't move forward until you've chosen a direction. So at the heart and the soul of the Sagittarius is I feel like a lot of you are being called to decide what you want to do. So for some of you, you're having to decide, do you want to be in a relationship? Do you want to stay with an existing partner? Do you want to stay in a relationship or a marriage with somebody that you're currently with? Do you want to be single? Do you want to date? Do you want to focus on your career solely right now? Or do you want to, like, you know, divide your attention? Do you want to wait for that ex to come back, or do you want to move on? So for a lot of you, there's a lot of decisions that need to be made as you're, you know, trying to decide what's going to happen for you in your love life. It can't happen until you begin moving forward, and you can't move forward until you've decided which way you're going to go. So that is the theme and at the heart of it for you all here in the month of October for Sagittarius. So the way in which it's going to be manifesting for you guys is Queen of Pentacles. And so Queen of Pentacles could be Sagittarius, that some of you are dealing with an earth sign. You know, so you may be dealing with an earth sign who's coming in, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo person coming in here into a relationship. But this could also be about stability in terms of work. This could be that you might be meeting somebody through a new job. Maybe some of you are deciding to leave a bad job where you've been disrespected or taken advantage of or underpaid. And sometimes it could be that, okay, yeah, leaving the job itself is going to take you to a job where you're meeting a person. But sometimes it's more of an energetic thing. Maybe there's some block that has been keeping you from receiving in your life, and your job is one of the ways in which this block is manifested. So when you're making that statement and saying, nope, I deserve more, I deserve better, and you go out and you find it, you're removing that block out of your way, you're overcoming that block, and you're opening up yourself to receive. And you may begin receiving in other ways, like, for example, love. Another thing about Queen of Pentacles, and she's come up for several of the signs, and this doesn't surprise me coming through that Aquarius moon that we had, because, you know, we went through this time last week where a lot of us, you know, as the moon traveled through Pisces, we began really thinking about what we wanted in life. We really began like maybe daydreaming or thinking about our goals. And then as the moon came into Aries, it was about maybe taking action and making changes in our life. And so I think a lot of us, as we were thinking about what we want for the life, moving forward, we thought about like what it would be to be settled, or how we would feel settled, or how we would feel secure. And Queen of Pentacles to me is very much about home, right? Even though this is Pentacles and this is money, Queen of Pentacles likes to be stable. She likes to be grounded. You know, she has that earth energy, grounded earth energy, and she likes to have a beautiful home. Like, she works hard and she wants to have a place where she can, you know, create a place to rest and a place for her family, very family oriented, and wants to have beautiful things. So we're not talking about like overly materialistic, but just having nice things and like deserving to have nice things. It's that feeling of like, I deserve to receive, I deserve to be comfortable, I deserve to have pretty things around me. So a lot of you are having to come into that energy, feeling that you deserve to have these things, feeling that you have a sanctuary, creating a sense of home for yourself so that you're able to create a sense of home with another person. First, you have to have it within yourself. And this doesn't mean you got to go out and like, you know, buy a house. That might not be something possible for a lot of you who are watching. It doesn't mean that you have to go out and like, you know, get an apartment. Maybe some of you can't live on your own right now, or you can't get an apartment right now. Maybe some of you are, you know, in a difficult situation. Maybe some of you are staying with family. Maybe some of you are renting a very small room. Maybe some of you are sharing a room with another person. Maybe some of you are in a situation where you don't have a home right now, or you're dealing with like, you know, shelters or things of that nature. And that's understandable. So I'm not saying that like you have to go and buy a house or get a place of your own. It just means you have to find a way to feel secure and comfortable within yourself, and to make your current environment, wherever you're at, try to make it as pleasant as you can, and to do what you can to make it stable for you, right? If you're sharing a space with other people, what can you do to make a part of that space yours? What personal touches can you bring in it? A lot of the times people don't want to get settled in a place because they want to find their person and they want to make a home with that person. So they don't want to get comfortable where they're at. Like, oh, I'm not going to, you know, get too comfortable here because I'm going to find my husband, or I'm going to find my wife, and that's where I'm going to make my home. But you have to already be in that home energy to create that home energy with somebody else. I hope that you all understand what I mean by this. But that is something that is manifesting for you all in this month of October for Sagittarius. The next card is going to tell us what might be a challenge that might be an unavoidable challenge, but then we'll also know like what we can do to kind of move past that situation or to make it better. And you have the Hermit. So this means, again, guys, major arcana, major kind of love lesson, life lesson here, soulmate relationship lesson here. And the Hermit, it doesn't surprise me that we have this card and this card coming up together, because the Hermit is about, when it comes up in love readings for me anyway, and I don't mean for me personally, I mean when I'm reading for other people, whoever it comes up for is what I'm saying. When the Hermit card comes up in love readings, it's about getting very clear about who you are, what you want, you know, what you're passionate about, what you're excited about, what your priorities are, and then moving on in that direction. And then that's how you're going to find your soul tribe. We talked about direction here. You got to figure out what direction you're going to go in. And Hermit would definitely be like, you know, pulling away for a little bit, spending that time to think, to contemplate, figure out what direction you want to go in life, what's important for you, what your values are. And that's going to align you with your soul tribe, which is going to bring the perfect person into your life, obviously. Some of you might need to get help, because the Hermit is also a mentor. So maybe some of you are having to reach out to like a counselor or a spiritual advisor or a mentor or somebody who's going to help you all overcome some blocks or some challenges. So that might be something that some of you aren't going to be able to get around. You may need to seek out some kind of person to help you or give you advice or guide you through a process of healing or moving forward and creating the kind of love that you're longing for in your life. Some of you need to call in some help. Okay, again, this is a general reading, you guys. It's not going to be the same for every single person. I try to think of all of the ways in which the cards may apply to different people in different situations, but you may want to check out your moon sign and your rising sign as well. That might be giving you some extra information, as well as checking out the pick a card readings. And, you know, hopefully that, you know, we all find bits and pieces that resonate or that help us. This card is saying what's coming in to kind of help you. And this is 10 of Cups, man. Like, if you're doing a love reading, 10 of Cups all the way is probably what you want to see. We got the smoke blowing over here as confirmation. Definitely what you want to see, especially, you know, if you are looking for, you know, like marriage and family life and, you know, stable home. That's what 10 of Cups is all about. So some of you are really coming into this energy. You're coming into receiving love, you know, and feeling love and putting love out there. Some of you may be receiving some kind of marriage proposal, or some of you may actually be meeting someone who you end up, you know, marrying, or you may meet someone who in the future is going to introduce you to the person that you end up getting married to or creating a life with. But something is happening in the energies for a lot of you Sagittarius, which is aligning you with that. Oh, what was that? I think it was a mosquito. Some of you may be coming into an energy, if you are in a relationship already with someone, you may be moving forward or advancing to that level of creating a family together. You know, for some of you, if you are already married or living with somebody, you may be bringing in like a renewed sense of home into your current existing situation. So you may be finding yourselves growing closer. You may find yourself maybe redoing some things or making some changes in the relationship for the better, right? To come closer with one another. Again, this is a general reading, so these are going to apply to different ones of us in different ways. Your next card is going to be the outcome here. And you have 5 of Swords, you guys. This is really interesting. This is really interesting, Sagittarius, because 5 of Swords is a card about conflict. And with 5 of Swords, when it comes up, it's usually letting us know that something is happening where we have a right to be upset. We have every right to be upset. And we may be wanting to confront a person about the situation. So we may be wanting to ask for an apology, or we may be wanting to set down some boundaries, like, you know, like set things straight, maybe like draw a line in the sand, so to speak, of like, you know, this is the limit, this is where you should not, you know, pass this line. You're wanting to set things straight or set a certain amount of rules or something in some way. But the thing with 5 of Swords is it's just basically letting you know that if you're not careful how you approach this situation, it could really definitely end up burning some bridges for you. It may end up causing such hurt feelings, or you know, the person may feel so attacked that there's not going to be any way of repairing that relationship. So for those of you who need to bring in a renewed sense in an existing relationship, or you're trying to figure out what direction you're going to go with a person, or like what their intentions are, and you may have a right to be upset, but you're going to have to be careful here in choosing your words, and you're going to have to be careful here in choosing your battles. Like, some things aren't going to be worth making an issue out of, or some fights, you might have enough ammunition to win those fights or those disagreements, but at what cost? Like, is it going to be worth it to you to lose the relationship over it? So for some of you also, I think even if it might be that you're meeting a new person or you're dating a new person, some of you may have been through a lot of really difficult situations in the past. So maybe for some of you, you have a new person coming in and you're like, well, I'm not going to waste my time like last time, and I'm not going to get played, and I'm not going to go through heartache, and I'm not going to deal with cheaters, you know. And there's a way that you can convey that to a person, but you want to be careful how you're doing it, because you don't want to come off as like, you know, really angry or really bitter, because that's going to chase the person away. You have every right to make it clear that, hey, you know, like, don't play with me, don't mess with me. Like, if you're going to be here, you're going to be here, but like, you know, let's not play games. You have a right to make that intention known, but you need to be careful, or you need to be aware the way in which you're saying this, or the way you're putting this out there. You don't want to come off as like, you know, don't mess with me or else, you know, like, you know, it's, you know, even if the person has no intention of messing with you, that may kind of convey that, wow, this is going to be an argumentative person, or this is somebody who's not trusting, or who isn't ready. So it's just, it's not what you say, it's how you say it sometimes. And so for some of you, this is something you're being advised to work on, the way that you're communicating these things moving forward. Again, guys, this is a general reading. It, you know, it may resonate for you, it may not. Check out your moon sign, your rising sign. You may need a private reading, and I'm more than happy to give you a private reading. Check out the description under the video. I have a list of the different readings that I offer, and I have the prices, they're listed as well. And I try to have some affordable options, you guys. So, you know, email me, AmethystAngelLight@gmail.com, or check out the social media and email me on Facebook or Instagram at AmethystAngelLight.com, and we can definitely set up a private reading. I also do a free card of the day. Every single day I do a free card. I do a free pick a card on Facebook and Instagram. So if you haven't already liked the Amethyst Angel Light Facebook page, and if you haven't already followed me on Instagram, go ahead and do that, and you get a free card there each day as well. Don't forget to subscribe and hit notification. That way, every single week when I post the video for your sign, you'll get the notification. And every single week when I do the pick a card readings, you'll get a notification. And then obviously every month there's the love reading as well. So hopefully you all won't be strangers. Maybe I'll see you on social media. Maybe I'll get a chance to read for some of you, those of you who do reach out and schedule something. And overall, guys, I hope this helps. Till next time.